Namaskar Khambagani to all of you. so, thank you so much to all the speakers who we have been listening to a lot of ideas, lot of innovative ideas from the printers, from the manufacturer of the digital printing machines and all. And I'm sure we have a lot of takeaways from this platform in these 2 days. Before I start, one thing I wanted to share with all of you that thank you. So as I said, I was talking about the mascot. It's very intelligently done. I really loved that. So like the lion that roars in the jungle, Sona Paper reigns the supreme in the world of fine paper. With an instinct of fine paper, an eye for innovation, and a fearless spirit to lead, we bring brand ideas to life on paper that roar with distinct. Every sheet that we sell or offer are just not paper. It is strength, elegance, prestige combined, designed to make your print stand tall. We just don't deliver paper, we deliver a statement that commands attention, just like the roar of a tiger. So today we are going to talk about, we heard about technology, we heard about innovation, we heard about adopting technology in the workflows and all. But on my session, we are primarily going to talk on the stories that the brand carries. It is very important. This is also one of the very important aspects, to communicate to the end consumer and to the our customer. So why storytelling is very important for a brand? It creates emotion. The moment we have a story in our brand campaign, it immediately connects with the consumer, with the end user. The more story that we have in our branding, so the more chances that we are differentiated from the market. That is what Safi sir also spoke this afternoon. Then obviously it simplifies the complex message. So generally, we come up with a campaign or branding campaign that doesn't talk about the story, and generally it gets lost in the clutter market. So we need to have a story that needs to be communicated in a right manner to the consumer, so that consumer can understand and they can at least retain with them. It can get settled in the subconscious mind, and of course it drives engagement and recall. So what we do, we tell story better. We are a enabler in telling your story better to the consumer. That is what we do. So as I said, what is written remains and what is spoken fades away. Is that not true? We know that we know this from our childhood. Our parents, they have been asking us, likho, practice karo. Our teachers keep saying that to us. Likho, practice karo, likho, practice karo. Why? So what is written remains and what is spoken fades away. So it is very important to have a tangible thing while communicating to the customer. So in the world in a world dominated by digital impression and fleeting attention spans, tangible experience have become more valuable than ever. Nowhere is this more evident than in the realm of packaging, premium packaging, where the look, feel, and finish of a product's outer layer play a pivotal role in shaping consumers' perception. It is so true. So at the heart of all this sensory storytelling lies a powerful but often underappreciated element, and which is fine paper. Nobody is talking about that. We need a substrate. We heard about technology. We heard about technology offering from various experts. But the substrate is equally very important. That needs to be paid attention to. unless we have a good substrate which supports the print innovation, we cannot achieve the result which will ultimately satisfy the customer. So the substrate has to be spoken about. It has to be discussed. Can we have the video, please? So I have a very important video to, for you all to understand why fine paper is important.
Not happening.
Sir, you only approve the designs.
The designs are fine, but I want the best outcome.
Sir, best outcome requires not just good design and good printing, but also
Paper.
Not just paper. Fine paper.
absolutely
Okay, let's see.
sure.
This looks nice. And thanks to your fine paper.
Sona Signature Papers. We tell your stories better.
So what does this movie says? The print was fabulous. The design was fabulous. There was a compromise on substrate, and ultimately client was not happy with it. And on the very next meeting, when agency held a meeting with the client, they did that on the fine paper, and on the very touch of that toothy surface, that tactile surface, by touching it, by feeling it, the client got happy, and they understood the value of fine paper. So that's what the movie's message was being conveyed. So fine paper goes beyond just being a mere substrate. It carries weight literally and metaphorically as well. Whether it is the subtle texture of vellum finish, as I said, or the soft touch of velvet coating, or the iridescent shimmer of a pearlescent sheet, fine paper offers brands an immediate opportunity to make an emotional connection. Is that not true? It whispers what? It whispers luxury, care, authenticity, even before the package is opened. And that is what all the premium brands are doing these days. I am directly in touch with a lot of startup company in Bangalore, in Gurgaon, in Mumbai. They all are a startup company. Just to mention, I will not mention the name of the company. I met a very young entrepreneur in Bangalore very recently. They are coming up with a packaging product for pet poops. And they called me to their office to explore how can they elevate the premiumness of the packaging of that product. I said, why do you need to do that? You just need to, put your product to a good retail outlet and it will be sold. That gentleman said, no, Anup, you're not understanding. We need to build a brand. We need to build a brand. So they are paying utmost attention to the designing. They are in touch with the big printer in Bombay and Bangalore as well. They called me. So both husband and wife, they are paying that much attention, to that product before it comes to the market. So so what I mean to say, so we all have a very good opportunity, especially in this current generation when everybody, most of our country is currently dominated by the young population, and most of them are mostly inclined towards starting their own startup, and it is an opportunity for all of us, because these startup companies, these young bloods, they want innovation, they want to compete with the brands of the world. They are really not wanting to compromise on any kind of thing. It is just that we need to take our innovation and ideas, our expertise to them, and they are ready to pay. Yes, of course, there will not be a volume, but there will be definitely margins, because these young bloods, they are not wanting to compromise on this thing. Additionally, what I also feel with my team as well, that we do not meet the right person. When we go and to a corporate meeting or a client meeting, it might happen that we might end up meeting a purchase manager. Purchase manager का तो काम है वो cost कम कराएगा and we will never get a success in selling our premium product. That is what I keep saying to my team as well. Never meet purchase manager. Purchase manager meeting can be a secondary meeting. What we need is to meet a right specifier, the person who is taking a decision on designing, on marketing. That is very crucial, and because that person needs to be educated, because he knows the value of, adopting premium, whether it is print technology or paper technology or paper substrate, what value it can bring to their, branding. So it is very important to meet the right kind of person whenever we are going to the market. This is not, I am saying about paper and all. Very recently, I came across this very wonderful small snapshot. This is what Sabyasachi, the biggest designer that we have in our country, what he said. Insta party is over, boss. He's saying that on behalf of all Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Insta party is over, printing is going to come back for sure. That is what I said, that we need to be in touch with the right person. All startup companies, they are for sure have business awaiting for all of us. Slowly but surely, we are all going back to physical human experiences, and consuming information through print is one of them. So print communication is not going to fade away for sure. It is going to remain with us, and it is going to be with us forever. So a bit about our association, our product basket. So we are with Cordon's brand since 2002. We got our first association with this Italy-based paper mill, and then from there we did not look back. Then very recently, Fedrigoni Group, one of the biggest paper mill in Europe, they took over Cordon's brand, and they are with us. We are their, India and Dubai partners. And of course, we have other paper mill brand with us, which Munken from Sweden, then Lenzing Paper, one of the beautiful, very small paper manufacturing company from Austria, and they make only and only 100% post-consumer waste recycled paper. That is what they are known for. Then Nina, of course, is a very big paper brand in USA, Hansol and JSP. So these are the brands that we have in our portfolio, and we are catering to all our customers to enhance their print communication. We have been hearing since last 2 days, since yesterday we are hearing about what technology can bring, how technology can add value to the print communication and all. But we have very less we have spoken on the sustainability aspect. It is also very critical. So we are also, sustainably aware company, and our team is working not only to sell sustainable product, but we educate customer. We do a lot of talk shows. We do a lot of road shows to make aware customers. Our social media communication is very strong in that way also. We talk a lot on recycled and sustainable, resources. So environmental concerns are very close to our heart, and we endeavor to leave the least possible carbon footprint. Sona's product portfolio allows brands to align luxury with responsibility. Most of the paper in our baskets are either made from the recycled fiber or responsible fiber. So as I said that we pay attention to responsibly sourcing of the paper. So we have association with paper mill who are working towards consumption of water, towards consumption of energy, towards protection of land. All the pulps that, that they are using, they are coming from the managed forest, agricultural forest. No illegal harvesting or cutting of trees are happening. So that kind of attention, that kind of care has been taken. Instead of following a linear and use and dispose model, we support circular economy. So that is what this slide talks about. So linear economy is what? Take, make, dispose. But rather than doing us, all our paper mills are focusing here. Make, use, recycle. Just to let you know that one paper which is being manufactured from a virgin fiber, that can be recycled up to 7 times. That is what most of the premium paper mills are doing right now, including Fedrigoni. So paper has an establishment worldwide recycling stream, and as I mentioned, that can be recycled for the 7 times. And not only is paper biodegradable, but it also easily recyclable. Recycling 1 ton of paper can save 17 trees and 7,000 gallons of water. Now just imagine how important is this to take this message to the brands, to the corporate. It is very important. We are talking about, saving the planet, saving the earth, but these kind of messages, talk show, workshop needs to be done very oftenly in collaboration with all of you, so that the awareness can be done. So what are we doing, in this? We spoke about circular economy in the paper industry, where, I mentioned that how we are regenerating the energy, the pulp and all. The transition to a circular economy emphasizes reducing waste, as I said, reusing resources and recycling material to keep them in continuous use, unless the traditional linear model of take, make and dispose. In contrast, the paper industry has historically relied on linear approach. However, as the circular principle gained momentum, the paper sector is being used to innovate, maximize recycled fiber, improving recovery system and designing paper that are easier to recycle. Other than responsible sourcing of pulp, few other areas where our paper mill has always focused, and that is energy consumption. Most of our paper mills are working on biofuel or hydraulic fuel, not on fossil fuel. On an average, production of 1 kg of paper takes 50 to 100 liters of water. This is the data, this is what data says. But most of our paper mills are using 10 to 15 liters of water to produce 1 kg of paper. And in one of the rarest cases, even 4 to 5 liters. That is what Munken paper from Sweden is doing. They are using only 4 to 5 liters of water to produce 1 kg of paper. So to that extent, there is a work going on to save this planet, just to let you know. Waste, it's a very important topic. We all are struggling. We are seeing that in Delhi, we are seeing that in Mumbai, we are seeing that in Bangalore. Waste, all our paper mills collect biosediments and treat them before releasing to the water. And those biosediments are further being treated, being used to soften the soil, and further it enhances the fertility of a soil. So the mills are working to that extent. So this is what mill and we are doing. What you can do as an enabler, what you can do. You are a service provider, you are a designer, you are a printer, you are a converter. What you can do? Yes, you can also do a lot of things. The designing can be done in such a way that we can have simplest, minimalist design, so that the less ink can be used, the less falling can be done, the less lamination can be done. So there are ways to reduce that. Use modular layout so that the design can be repurposed across different formats. Avoid excess coating, lamination or metallic inks. Choose sustainable papers, FSC or PEFC or recycled. Use paper-based packaging instead of plastic or tin. This is what we can contribute to save our environment. So these are a couple of standards of environment that conforms to our paper that we are selling. a small glimpse of our catalog journey. So we have approximately 2,500 different SKU of paper in our basket. So what we have done just to make your life easy, what we have categorized them in different family. Nina, then whites, whatever, we have close to 600 different SKU only in white segment. So that is one category. We have recycled category. We have high print, which it's slightly pre-coated paper, and the most popular paper in this category is paper called Natural Evolution. So we have this, and then JSP textured paper, luxury paper, touch and feel, colored console. So why I'm highlighting all this? Safi sir, can I have that book also, please? Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Because there are, why I'm highlighting all this, that there are technology available. You all are aware of that. You all are already using that. But if that can be, collaborated with good quality paper, a different textured paper, metallic paper, then you can produce a result which will mesmerize the customer and which will actually, make customer feel happy. And this is what we did very recently with the help of HP Reddington team and Silver Point. So I'm just passing on to this. We can have one by one on each table. Ashok sir, if you can help me. Thank you so much. So this kind of collaboration we should definitely do. The more we collaborate, the more chances are that our life will become easy to, give ideas and, selling ideas to the customer. We need to collaborate for sure. So these are a couple of print applications. I'll pick up just one print application because it has a very interesting story in it. We worked directly with the agency and the client. This is for Amazon. So can you imagine, we were being given a task from Amazon that creating a sensory experience for a virtual world. Can you imagine this? Amazon is a virtual company. So the task was that we need to the client wanted to create a sensory experience for their customer. So the client, the agency came to us, they explained that to us. We said that we are not a creative agency. We can help you definitely with the right kind of printing, who can print for you, and we can definitely help you with the right kind of substrate. So this is how it came. It's very interesting. You must see this. So the brief was elevating the gift. The idea was elevating the gift idea card experience. So the brief, there was two briefs that came to us. One was that I don't know what to get them, but I want gift to be perfect and thoughtful. This came from the client side. Second was, we said to the client that this is how we interpreted that in the gift giving experience there are two primary customers. One is the gift giver and second is the recipient. So now based on that, agency worked on the designing and they took help from us also to create, and this was created in Bangalore with one of the converter, I can't name them. And this is how it came. Amazon gift card customers are anyone and everyone, and it's our job to create the best experience for each of them. And Amazon was super happy to have this. And this was a big hit. This was done in 2022, mid of 2022-23. Key differentiator. Definitely, we need to differentiate ourselves from our competitor, from our rest of the, allied competitor in the market. We need to differentiate ourselves. So how our how is Sona differentiating itself? So my team also often keeps coming to us that we are known in the market for selling a very expensive paper. Everybody says that Sona has their paper costs are super high, and you are also laughing, sir. But we stick to that approach. We don't want to dilute ourselves in economic grade paper. We are very happy to remain in that high-end paper segment. We sell this paper in style. We love selling this paper. Even though we know that the paper consumption in India is close to 15 to 16 kg per capita. And if we take worldwide, it is approximately 65 to 70 kg per capita. But we as a fine paper, we have just touched 1% of per capita consumption of India, which is 15 kg, and we are 1% of that. Now just imagine that if we will, go scale up to next level, how much business can we, fetch from the market? And we have a very uniform price policy. Nobody can challenge us. If you are asking for paper cost in down south, same paper cost will be available in Kashmir as well, and Assam as well, and in Maharashtra as well. We have a pan-India presence through our 14 offices, and these are the services that we offer to our client to make their life easy. Free sampling, you can definitely get in touch with my team. They will offer you paper which they will not charge you for that. You can do dummy, you can create dummy, you can present that to the customer. So we are there to enable your technology. These are a couple of, I'll just take few minutes just to run you through the glimpse of what we are doing. These are simulation of packaging catalog that we did recently. We connect with the client very oftenly, as I said in the beginning of my session. We pass on message that how can we save environment, how can we save earth, how can we bring innovation to the designing and all. So we collaborate with design college, design mentors, and we do talk session, we do a lot of things. These are the glimpses of those things. These are all collaborations. These are couple of our clients with whom we have worked directly one-to-one. And this is our Instagram page. You can follow us so that you can be updated on day-to-day basis. We are very much active on our social media platform. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so much.